Nestled along the southern coast of Australia, the city of Adelaide is not your typical urban landscape. However, the famous towering spires of churches are no longer stealing the limelight. Instead, the city's burgeoning housing market has been turning heads and commanding attention. In this thriving metropolis, a narrative is emerging, one that focuses on the diverse and vibrant housing sector that has taken centre stage in recent years. Adelaide's housing market is more than just bricks and mortar. It's a story of growth. And this growth at the time of filming is now leading the nation. With 4.3% rise in housing values in this September 2023 quarter, it is the nation's leader for growth. So is there more growth to come in 2023? And if so, what does the data tell us about what's driving it? In this episode, I'll give you my forecast on the remainder of 2023 and the 3 key fundamentals to look out for in the coming months that will determine the outcome of Adelaide in 2024. If that sounds of interest to you, smash the like and subscribe button and keep watching and stay until the end to hear my complete forecast of the Adelaide property market. Adelaide is known by its many festivals and sporting events, its food and wine, its coastline and hills, its large defence and manufacturing sectors, and its emerging space sector. Adelaide's quality of life has ranked consistently high in various measures throughout the 21st century, at one stage being named Australia's most livable city. While that may be hotly debated, there's one thing that's indisputable. Right now, the Adelaide property market is leading the nation in growth. So, what's driving this growth? Let's start by diving into the imbalance between supply and demand. Advertised supply levels are sitting 39% below the 5-year average at the same time this year, while the estimated purchasing activity is 10% above the 5-year average. If we have a look at the key statistics from CoreLogic, this is, in comparison to last year, still a heated market. But if you can gain entry and your cash flows can handle the housing median gross rental yield of just 3.7%, it's still placed nicely in the long term, and as we've seen, still growing strongly in the short term. With no answer to the shortage of supply in the near future for the remainder of 2023, I expect housing values to keep on rising. But where does that leave you and I with the Adelaide property market in 2024? For that, let's dive into the 4 factors to watch for in the coming months which have the greatest potential influence on the performance of the Adelaide housing market. Number 1, interest rates. If interest rates were to drop in Australia, Adelaide's real estate market could experience a notable surge in buyer activity. Lower interest rates make mortgages more affordable, enticing potential buyers to enter the market. If interest rates were to rise, well, that will bring us to factor number 2. 2, consumer sentiment. A rise in interest rates will definitely put a stunt on buyer activity and demand, with rates now holding steady. Once again, only the next few months will reveal the peak or a continued rise. Number 3, lending constraints. If lending constraints are to ease, giving greater access to financing, potential buyers who may have been previously deterred by stricter borrowing requirements now will find it more feasible to enter the market. This heightened buyer activity historically leads to a greater demand for property investment in general. Which leads us finally to factor 4, supply listings. What's important to note as we're discussing these upcoming months is that an increase in supply listings is common occurrence during the spring and the beginning of summer in the Australian real estate market. It's simply a reflection of the seasonal cycle, and this will equate to a broader selection of homes to choose from during this period. But look out for the 4 factors I've just mentioned, as these are the main catalysts on whether or not Adelaide is set to boom in 2024. And if you're a property investor looking to invest, this latest quarterly rise means affordability is further out of reach of investors to save a deposit and enter the market, furthering the gap between the have and have-nots. One capital city where this is less of a problem though is Brisbane, which if you didn't catch our Brisbane's property market update, you can catch it here and tune into that to further your property investment literacy. Thanks guys.